Hey everybody, I hope you're doing pretty well. I'm back. It's been a little while, and me and Baby will be back tomorrow to hopefully do another Splinterlands video where we do some updates on what's going on. But today we're talking about Honor versus Madness. And if I sound a little funny, guys, sorry. I'm getting over the flu, did a lot to my throat, so hopefully this sounds okay. Now, I wanted to talk to you about this one. I've been tweeting a lot about it. It's from a friend of ours. It's from the EMP team. And if you forget who runs the EMT team, it's AJ, big Splinterlands player, big supporter, got his own legendary summoner within the game, and it just in general has been a pretty good friend to me and a friend to a lot of the community within Splinterlands. Now, EMP Fusion is a project I will be covering again. It is starting to really get to the place where it needed to be on its new launch and coming back. But as you can see, they're still running this project. They're still running Spark Swap. They're still running their Cedo Swap over on the Cedo network. They just launched their Deck Swap. The idea behind this one is it's going to be somewhere where you can trade coins on a lot of different places, from ETH to BNB to all the way to Pulse Chain or to this one as well, because they're setting up all of these on different networks so that they can be able to do all of this kind of stuff in trading in their own thing. And now what they're really adding to their new to their thing is their own play to earn kind of crypto game. Now, Honor versus Madness is not what you might think of when you just look at this little screen. It is not just a simple remake of Hearthstone, even though it might look like that to some people. They do have their own team that they're working with. That's a AAA rated team. They've launched their new token. We're going to go over that one here. But as you can see, they have their own team. They have a little image here. You can see the gameplay is a little bit different than what you might see out there, because they have a three-dimensional world. Battles don't just go back and forth like this. Certain things happen where you're going to see stuff go up and down and all around. It's going to be a much more it's going to be a better game to watch. When you play really cool cards, they're going to have really cool effects. You're going to see them from a lot of different images and places. And the idea here is they're hoping to make a trading game that can be popular as a Web 2 game and as a crypto game. It's a very different idea than you're going to see. Parallel is probably the closest, I would say, to the way they're doing it. But when you've seen people play Parallel, when you maybe seen me play Parallel the few times I've done a stream about it, or I've done one with Tails, the gameplay is very just two-dimensional. It's on a board. You do very simple attacks. It has its pluses and minuses, and right now that game is considered to be like the premier trading card game out there, and to me it looks cool and it works just fine, but this game is really going to be trying to take that to the next level. And the question is, do you want to try to get into it at a time right now when I think it's a very good time to possibly take a chance so that you can get into this game? Now, if you missed the pre-sale, guess what? You did well, because there have been a lot of people with very weak hands, and the token has gone down since the pre-sale price. Now, we'll go over the exact pre-sale price, but it was right around here at 0.03 cents, 0.003. We're all the way down now to 0.0006. So anybody who's getting in on the pre-sale, they paid, $100. If you put it in the pre-sale, it got you your tokens at 0.003. So you got about 33,000 tokens. And if you were to get into this right now and put that same $100 into this game, you'd be getting in at 0.006 and getting 166,000 tokens. Now, I actually put $100 in the other day and got about this many tokens because I had gone into the pre-sale. I went in for a couple $100 and I got more tokens with this $100 investment I did a few days ago to increase my token stack. Now, why might you want the Girmgold token? I would tell you right now, there's a few reasons why you might want to go ahead and get it.   It is on Uniswap only and on Ethereum. AJ and his team decided that they were going to launch this token on Ethereum. They were going to try to chase the big Ethereum whales. But the Ethereum chain, in my opinion, has been a little bit lagging behind this Bitcoin run, this Solana run, the other tokens that have kind of been blowing up. Ethereum's just kind of been chilling. So I don't know if it ended up working out how they were hoping. They just haven't been able to get that traction on the Ethereum side. At the same time, about $100 transaction with about a $10 fee on Ethereum is about the minimum I think that you can invest into the game. And maybe you don't want to make that kind of investment. Maybe you'd rather throw $20 at this, or $5 here, $10 there. We're kind of used to being able to do that, especially as Splinterlands players, because our tokens are on networks where you can buy them at that much because the fees are like a quarter or 20 cents or even lower. They understand that, and so their token is going to be launching on the Binance Smart Chain as their second chain that they're going to launch their token. They're not increasing their liquidity at all. They're just going to be moving some of the tokens around and having two different liquidity pools. This will create a chance for some arbitrage between the two pools. Whenever you have an Ethereum pool, the token might be a little bit cheaper on there until somebody comes in, buys it up, bridges it over to the other chain, and dumps it back down. It creates a kind of interesting place where we're going to get some play on the token. But again, let's go ahead and talk why you might want to take a chance to get this token today at this very low price. Well, when you look at the Honor versus Madness system here, they have a stake and earn program going on. Oh, and really quick here, you can get a free NFT if you go to the honorversusmadness.com site. I'll have a link in the description here, guys. You can claim your free NFT. You will have to join their Discord and go ahead and talk and be active in there to actually get the NFT. But it is something that they're offering for anybody right now at this time. So make sure you go ahead and check that out. I almost forgot to mention that. Okay, getting back into this staking program. So there's a lot of different options for being able to stake this token. I'm going to go over here really quick just so we can go over them really quickly. You can either stake these tokens for 30 days, 90 days, 180 days, or 360 days. Based on how long you stake the tokens is how much you're going to earn. And you're going to be earning two things. Now, if you're a Splinterlands player, you should be used to kind of what I'm going to be talking about right now. And that's that you can get these, what are they called? The Carnival Shop tickets. I think they're just called tickets. Let me make sure. Yeah, Carnival tickets. That's what they're called. So over here, you can see that they're showing me that I've earned so far 455 tickets. Now, what are these tickets? Now, if you're used to Splinterlands right now, you know that we earn another item when we're staking our coins, right? So we earn these right here, the vouchers. And vouchers have had a lot of different use cases, but now they're to the point where they are for a specific voucher store. Now, Honor versus Madness is going to have a very similar thing. They're going to have a Carnival shop, and in this Carnival shop, you're going to be able to buy items, but only with the Carnival tickets. And the only way you can get Carnival tickets is by staking their coin. So there's going to be exclusive NFTs that might be meta that you can only get if you buy and stake their coin. So not only are you earning some additional tokens, you are earning these tickets. And that'll be going forward for as long as, right now, as I understand the game will be going. Now, everything I'm saying, subject to change. The game isn't out yet. At this point, the token is live, but the game is not. So what else do you do with the GG token? Well, the GG token is going to be used to buy packs within the ecosystem. We don't know exactly how that's going to work yet. If it's going to be a set amount of tokens per pack, if it's going to be a set dollar amount of tokens per pack, it's going to be interesting to see how they work that out. I know Parallel, they kind of take a look at how much their tokens are worth going into a pre-sale, and then they say, a pack is going to cost you about 10 Parallel. That, when they did it, was about $100 pack. And then when the sale came out and everyone had to go buy those tokens to get their packs, the price of that pack went up to about $140. You could see a very similar thing happen here with the GG token. As we get closer to the game coming out, we see how much tokens are going to be needed to get the packs if they do a similar type of sale, and people are going to start buying them, pushing up the price, and those of us who got in early will get our packs for a cheaper amount. Those who come and chase it later will go ahead and be paying a higher amount. And that's if they do it the way that Parallel has done it, where they pick a amount of tokens, or similar in Splinterlands, where packs are set at a certain amount of DEC, and depending on when you get your DEC is how much you actually pay out of pocket for those packs. It's going to be kind of a similar system with those two tokens and the sale for the Honor versus Madness system. Now, because the tokens are so cheap right now, you can get a good amount of tokens. You can come and stake them if you would like. Now, I can't tell you exactly when the pack sale is going to happen. I can show you what I'm doing. I currently have about 175,000 tokens staked, and I currently have about 100,000 tokens in my wallet. I don't want to stake all of my tokens because I don't know when the sale is coming. But at the same time, while these tokens are very cheap, I'm going to be kind of making a buy here and there when I have some extra money. Now, because it's on Ethereum, I'm looking to be buying in stakes of about 100 or a little bit more because of those Ethereum fees. I don't want to be buying like $20 worth of the token. It doesn't make a lot of sense. Some people would even argue $100 worth of it doesn't make very much sense. But if you do it at the right time and you can get your gas fees not that high, it might be worth it. Now, just so you know, once a token is live on Binance Smart Chain, they will be providing bridging instructions on how to get your tokens over to there, and then you'll be able to do the same kind of staking and things on that chain. I don't know if my next buy will come before or after the token has moved over there, but also at that point you're going to have kind of that arbitrage. You could see a lot of people decide, okay, now that I can pick up the tokens and I'm only paying the Binance Smart fees, I'm going to go ahead and do it and get my stakes going and start earning my tickets. And at the same time, you could see the tokens start to go up at that time. I don't know. Now, when you stake in these different things, you'll see that the longer that you're willing to stake, the higher APR you get. So 30 days is 16, the next one up is 19, then 25, and if you are willing to stake for a year, you get 37%. But do remember, any tokens that you decide to stake into any of these contracts, except for maybe the 30-day one, aren't going to be available for you to use to buy packs. So you do have to play an understanding there and make sure that you don't get stuck where you're like, I don't want to see anyone who's like, oh, I bought like $1,000 worth of tokens. I came and staked them for half a year, and now the game is coming out and my tokens aren't unstaking for 5 months. You know, you'll be earning your carnival tickets, you'll be earning your rewards, but you're not going to have that big bulk amount of tokens to buy into the game. So these are kind of the things I want to make sure that everybody understands right now. We're at a point where the token is nearing what I expect is going to be a bottom, right before we're going to have a relaunch of the token over on the Binance Smart Chain, or a launch of the token over there. We're at that point, staking will become a lot more of an easy thing for people to do with less amounts of tokens. It'll also become easier for people to start DCAing into the token. And as we get closer and closer to the game launching, they're really going to start pushing their marketing. Right now, the marketing is really being done just by ambassadors and people who are in their Discord and a very small team. They have a YouTube channel where they're doing all their videos and then they're spreading the word out. But they don't want to, get too much hype going before the game actually comes out. I have a feeling that's going to start to change here pretty soon. And that's why I'm just, throwing this out there. If you guys are fans of AJ, if you're fans of the Dex Swap team, or the Dex Finance team that he is now partnered with, who are now running, Spark Swap, Cedo Swap, Dex Swap, EMP Fusion there, and now want to get behind a team that's been running all of these different projects that have been successful enough to at least stick around and still be running for multiple years. Now they're going to try their hand at a game. And that, they didn't do this the cheap way. They had somebody with a really good idea. They hired a AAA gaming company. They got some of the people from the Splinterlands ecosystem to come and be advisors to help them with their tokens and their gameplay. And they decided to, not just do a straight clone of a Hearthstone or a I'm forgetting the other copy of Hearthstone crypto game out there. They're going to have that look and feel so people know that they're playing a game, but at the same time, they're going to push it to that next level of having this three-dimensional world where you really get to have a lot more fun visually playing the game. This is where they hope to be able to drive this into a good amount of Web 2 fans. And then they hope to bring those Web 2 fans into the crypto part of the game. Now, obviously, there'll be our crypto fans who just get into this. Now, one of the ways that they're going to do that, if you look at this token here, they do have 15% that's going to be going into gaming and tournament rewards. So they are going to have a lucrative tournament reward system where people are going to be able to win the token that they can use to buy the packs. Because you have to buy the token to buy the packs, anybody that decides they want to get into the real NFT side of this game are going to have to buy the token to get the packs. They do expect to have 10% of the supply for staking, but at the same time, they said if they run out of staking rewards, the team could be looking to buy back tokens from the market to go ahead and keep their staking system working. Now, maybe eventually APRs change, but the carnival tickets will always be something that you can earn and that you'll want to earn because, like we said before, the carnival shop is going to be very cool to be able to get into. And at this point, there isn't any plans for you to be able to get these things unless you're staking the token. And so if they put out even one or two, meta-defining cards in this carnival shop, then people are going to have to stake the token in large amounts to get those tickets to come and get those items. So it's just something to, check out, guys. You can join the Discord. I'll have a link in the video. You can talk to me and a lot of other people who are around there. And maybe you can decide if you want to get into this game. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.